while we are talking about our random questions. Normally, when I do the random question, I have a couple of questions for us to consider, but this time I'm only going to address one question, and it's based on an email that I received. But before I do that, hello, Clint. How you doing?
Hey, Michael Jackson.
We're gonna do a new co-host check-in. We're gonna check in with Clint. Clint,
Don't patronize me this hour.
Hey,
Don't try to patronize me.
I have to apologize.
It's the Trinidadian Michael Jackson. What's going on?
I have to apologize to you, Clint. It was my fault. I sent the link out via email, forgot to put it in our group text, and I profusely apologize.
I didn't get an email.
Clint.
I checked my email this morning.
The email went out to everybody. I can actually show it to you later. But how's it going, Clint?
Well, first of all, I'm wearing my African dashiki thing and I'm letting out the hair a little bit, fluff it out. Because today is actually Emancipation Day in Trinidad. So I want to wish all my brothers and sisters happy Emancipation Day. Since we are emancipated since the 1st of August, it's since 1834. So happy Emancipation Day to all the people in Trinidad and Tobago.
Hey, Clint, do one thing.
That's my name.
Do one thing for me. Puff.
What?
Pat that fro on the sides for me.
Right now, my fro it's starting to get flat. I try my best to get it up, but it keeps falling back down.
Wow, now that we have Clint, we lost Katie, man.
But you win one or you lose one.
Well, you know, balance.
We're about
has to be a balance in the force, right?
We're about to gain her back as soon as she get connection.
So what we're going to do is we're still going to go to that random question. And this, normally, like I said, I have two random questions, but this time it's just one. And it's that big question that I got from someone via email asking, why aren't we political? Why aren't we political? Why don't we talk about political stuff? Come on. This is a historic time in our country, and you're not talking about any political stuff. What's wrong with you, boy? You got a platform, you should... Give me a second. You got a platform, you should use it. You should use it to inform people. Now, I know what my answer is to the fact of why we aren't political. And I'm going to state my case first, and then I'm going to normally I would let you guys go first. But I think especially now, especially today, we need to have a break from so much of what's happening in the political world right now. For the first time in my history, in my 63 years of life, I find that there are no guardrails. And when our political world has no guardrails, there are other people who talk about politics. There are other people who will go out there, and that's their main thing. Our main thing is to entertain and inform people. And I find that that's very, very difficult to do in our current political environment. So when people ask, why aren't we political? That's my answer. I think that we need to have a way to decompress. And when we want it, trust me, with independent media and the mainstream media, there are so many sources out there for political information. So, Katie, I see you're back with us, and that's fantastic. But someone actually asked, why aren't we political? And I wanted to give my 2 cents, and now I'm going to let you give your 2 cents. And feel free, if you wanted to add some Spanish in there, so our Spanish-speaking audience can also now know why we aren't political, feel free. But you're on deck, Katie.
To be honest, I am not I've never been to the politics, but I just think
Your connection isn't really good, Katie. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to Jamel now. And what is your 2 cents on that, Jamel, on the whole political thing?
My thing with that is this is really not what we're about. We could make it that, but that's not what we want at all. We want our audience to be able to get away from that for a little while, enjoy some good entertainment, and then, when they decide to dibble back into that or jump back into that, they have the option to. We want to make sure we give everybody that option to get away from that and just get a good laugh, get good suspense, drama, whatever it may be, a live sketch show, just good old-fashioned entertainment.
Okay, and now, Clint, I'm going to let you have your say. What are your thoughts on that? Why aren't we political, Clint? Why aren't we? Tell us about it.
I don't know about you guys, but I can speak for myself. I am not politically qualified to be in any politics right now. What I'm doing is what I'm doing best and so on. So I am not educated in that field to talk about politics. If I wanted to talk about politics, I would have been a politician. So I'm good where I'm at. That field. Keep me out of the comments. Keep me out of the bacchanal. I'm good right here.
Okay, and just to be clear, this podcast and what we do here is purely about entertainment, movies, and giving our folks content and talking about our productions. Now, our productions may delve into political subjects. Our plays or our films, or even some of our sketches may talk about political things. That's only natural. But this show is for us to have a good time, as the intro song to the Trinidad Takeover says. We're just here to have a good time. So we want to try to have a good time. And one of the things that's always a good time for me